right, on this glorious morning, we are doing a range test of the Lectric XP 3.0 Long Range Edition here in Tempe, Arizona. Now, out of the box, they do say this bike will get 60 miles with the Long Range Edition. Now, keep in mind, that is 60 miles in ideal conditions. Pedal assist level 1, riders of a certain weight, so on and so forth. So we are absolutely not going for 60 miles today. We're going to be going for something closer to the, I'd say, 35 to 45 mile range. Now, I do plan to spend most of my time in pedal assist level 2 and level 3, so we'll see how far we can get on this bike. All right, so we're about a mile into this ride. I will be checking in with you every 1 to 2 miles to give you an idea of our status and how the bike is doing, energy levels, all that fun stuff. This is a freshly charged battery, so we should be ready to rock and roll here. All right, we are 2 miles in, still got full battery power here on the display. We are cruising along, 15, 16 miles an hour, which will probably be the pace that I take for the majority of this ride. I am in gear 6, and I'm putting minimal effort into this ride. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, but this is the dam at Tempe Town Lake, and we've got the pedestrian bridge over here, and we're going to be going around the entirety of this lake today, and then continuing on the bike path east to Mesa, Arizona. Unfortunately, the main boardwalk on the other side is closed today, so we will be changing up our route and maybe going up the canals today, so we'll see. All right, we are about 4.5 miles into this ride. I am taking an alternative route because it looks like there's an event going on around the lake here, and I wasn't planning for that. So we're going to go an alternate route. We're going to go right up the Arizona canal system here. In the canal system, I believe it goes for like 25 miles. Super long distance. So we'll be starting it out here in Tempe, and it goes into Phoenix and to Scottsdale. So that's what we're going to do right now. So definitely change of plans, but that's all right. Unfortunately, we kind of lose the bike lane here, but we're going to be making a right here shortly anyways, into the Phoenix Zoo, Papago Park area. And there is the Phoenix Zoo. And we're about 5 miles into this ride in pedal assist level 3, because we have a little bit of an incline here over the last half mile or so, and we'll continue to have it as we go forward, but it will level out here momentarily. All right, we're about 7 miles into this ride so far. We are heading north to the canal system right now. And there's actually, I guess they call it like the Arizona Falls or waterfall. There's a waterfall in the canal system that apparently is a little bit of a tourist attraction. So we will take a look. I don't know if you can see it, but out there on the left is Camelback Mountain, which is absolutely a strenuous hike. I used to do that, a couple times a week when I worked close to the base of that mountain. And it's a heck of a workout, but guess what? The views are completely worth it. You literally have 360-degree views of the entire Phoenix metropolitan area. So absolutely worth the hike. If you're in the Phoenix area at any time, except the summer, that's a great hike. Definitely don't go hiking up there in the middle of the summer. It's too hot, and they've got all kinds of rescues that happen up there on a regular basis, so definitely not worth the risk. All right, so we made it to the canal path here, and we're heading towards the Phoenix and Scottsdale area now. So hopefully this bike takes us as far as we need, because it's quite a ride over there, and I would hate to run out of juice and have to manually pedal this heavy bike. But in all honesty, the manual pedaling isn't all that bad. All right, I am at about 9 miles into this ride, pedal assist level 3. I'll probably dial that down to 2 in a moment, because There's quite a few people riding out here this morning. This canal path goes from paved to gravel in several areas. So now we're on like an older part of it that hasn't been resurfaced yet, mostly gravel. But you wouldn't really know because this bike has got great suspension coupled with the Zoom suspension seat and the Cloud 9 seat that I've got on this bike. Super comfortable. All right, I'm gonna make a quick pit stop here. This is the Arizona Falls, I guess they call it. Right here on the canal system. Never been here, so that's pretty cool. Here's another view of the falls. All right, pretty cool stuff. We are 10 miles into this ride. We got about 50 volts left. You know, cranking out 6-7 amps of current. And we're about 44 minutes into this ride. All right, we are 11 miles into this ride. Energy bar shows full. I always look at the voltage, and we're doing pretty well. So we'll just keep on riding until this battery drains out. You know, 11 miles in, I'll tell you what, this bike is really comfortable. You know, the stock seat isn't bad. You know, it's probably good for some people. For me, I had to upgrade to the Cloud 9 seat, which ultimately is a heck of a lot more comfortable for my body type. All right, we are 13 miles into our ride. We've lost a bar on the battery. And we're at about 49 volts. Currently drawing 6 amps of current. And 55, 56 minutes into this ride. We are 14 miles in. So far, so good. All right, we are officially in the Biltmore area of Phoenix. Lots of golf courses, so you see golf carts passing through here over the bridge. Just overall, this is just a really nice, peaceful place. You know, it's nice to have water features here in Arizona. This is the canal system that supplies all the drinking water to various places that made the Phoenix area even a possibility. And it's nice to have these water features because we're out here in the Sonoran Desert. You know, it's hot, it's arid, not very conducive to life for certain parts of the year. But having this is really nice. Oh, almost slipped there. I don't know what that was. Here I am, pretending to be a tour guide. I almost ate it. All right, we are 15 miles into this. One thing I'm going to say is these brakes are squeaking again. I actually removed the rear tire to inspect the wheel to make sure there were no like burrs on the spoke assembly. And I put the wheel back on and I got squeaky brakes again. So I don't know. I'll have to take a look. All right, we are 18 miles into this ride. 18 miles, still got above 50% battery, so we are making good progress. I've been cycling between level 2 and level 3 on the pedal assist, which has been perfect for my purposes here. And we are just about at 20 miles. We still got a little over half left in the battery. And one thing I'm going to say is if you're even remotely interested in getting an e-bike, I'm going to just tell you from my perspective, this is a great way to get outdoors and go explore places you never explored before. And I've lived out here for 13 years and I haven't once been on this canal trail at all whatsoever. I don't live close to this area, but even when I did, I haven't been here. But on my e-bike, I'm exploring places that I've never been before. This is an absolutely fantastic way to get out and explore. right, looks like we are about 22 miles into this ride. We've still got over 50% battery remaining, so we are in good shape. We are heading back to Tempe, and we will continue on the canal route from there. We are at 25 miles. We've got 45, 46 volts left, so we're at the probably 40-45% remaining on this battery, and we are on our way back to where we started. So we've still got quite a ways to go, but soon enough we'll be there. I suspect we'll get somewhere around 40 miles, 42 miles on this ride. All right, a little bit of a detour here. I saw this road with these huge, looks like eucalyptus trees or something like that. So figured we'd take this little detour and enjoy the scenery. We'll get closer to Camelback Mountain. It's a slight incline. Let's see, we are 5-6 amps, so slight incline. We're on pedal assist level 2, which is absolutely perfect for this drive. We are in the Arcadia part of Phoenix right now. One of the historic neighborhoods out here. All right, so far I'm super impressed with this bike on this ride. I do have to check out the brakes. Ever since I removed that wheel, put it back on, things have been a little squeaky, so I'll go take a look at what's going on there. But other than that, it's been a great ride. We're almost 27 miles into this, and we've got somewhere around 40% battery remaining, so we'll see where we end up. You know, I have pedal assist set to level 2 and level 3, so, you know, I'm getting a little bit of a workout here. Nothing strenuous by any stretch of the imagination. You know, when I have to switch into level 3, you know, it's less effort, but level 2 is, I think, the sweet spot if you're okay going 14, 15 miles an hour. I think it's comfortable, you know, and gets me a little bit of an exercise while out here making this video. All right, I believe our turnoff is up here, and then we'll take that all the way back down. You know what, I'm gonna keep going straight for a little bit. Alright, so this is where I unfortunately lost audio connection during the ride, but we're at about 30 miles here, riding along the Scottsdale waterfront, and this is a really awesome area. They've got restaurants and bars and shops along the length of this waterfront, so super awesome place to go for the weekend. And one thing I'm going to call out about the Phoenix area is they've got a lot of these underpasses, which are really awesome for pedestrians, people on bikes. They allow you to get from point A to point B in the city really quickly. Here we're about 34 miles into the ride, and I want to tell you what, once you reach about 30% battery life, things start slowing down. So between 20 and 30 they're pretty slow, but things really start slowing down once you get to 10% or below. So slow, in fact, that I didn't even think the pedal assist was working. So if you are taking this bike on a long ride, just know that final 10%, you're going to be doing most of the pedaling. All right, so there you have it. I'm going to call it here. Looks like I was having some audio issues for the last part of the ride here, but 39.1 miles is what we made on the Lectric XP 3.0 Long Range Edition. Of course, this bike is a 14 amp hour battery, and we spent most of the time in pedal assist level 3 and 2, so I'm super happy with the performance. Now I get the pleasure of riding back about a mile and a half with no pedal assistance at all whatsoever, because it decided to die right here. All right, if you are curious how difficult it is to ride this bike with no electric power, all I can say is I'm glad there are 7 gears to choose from. It has made it a heck of a lot easier, but obviously not as good as having the convenience of electric power. As always, thank you so much for tuning into Tom's Gadget Garage. We'll see you next time.